Welcome everyone, turning in new subscribers. This is your goddess, high priestess, empress, Albala Bandera. Welcome all. Welcome all. Give you a few to receive the notification and then we'll get started. Because as I was preparing to live for you all, the time went from 3:43 to 3:44. Right in the moment that I'm looking to see what the screensaver of my background changed to. And that's exactly where the title for this live came in, because it was a volcano in the background. So immediately the message was, that which has been dormant has reawakened. That which has been dormant has reawakened. And this could pertain to something that was within your genetic makeup as of 29 years ago. Because the last time Saturn was in Pisces, which is where it's going next month, was 29 years ago. And in Pluto and Aquarius, that's the 1700s. So between 29 years ago and the 1700s, there's something within it has been reawakened. And that is also the reason why you've experienced the trials and tribulations that you have experienced. So we're going to look at this together as a collective. I did pick up the surrender. So anytime that you see, I saw that it paused. Anytime that you see that you're expressing yourself about doing something already in action of doing it, you're saying you're trying, you're bringing yourself back to a decision that has to be made within you of movement and decision. Welcome, love. So surrendering the situations around you, certain habits about yourself, starting with that first, surrendering the denial of certain habits about yourself is allowing you to see, where you actually may have been influenced to move in a certain way. And once you're able to analyze and acknowledge what that influence is, you're now able to make a decision as to the moves you're about to make, so that way you can change what it is that you're inspired by or what influences you, because that's what's connecting to your motivation. Motivation is internal, inspiration is external. So this is also, the conversation of being mindful of what you're ambitious about, being mindful of what you're conscious of, especially the signs of synchronicities, because you being conscious, you being aware of the symbols and the signs and the patterns that are happening in your vicinity. Now, some of you may have been seeing 1111 or 111, which speaks of alignment, but also being mindful as to what the alignment is doing for you. Some of you are going through like an emotional roller coaster, or this could even be energy surrounding you due to, honestly, if there comes a point where energy around you are just literally looking for attention, to literally just looking for attention, it's having to do with the ignorance of what is actually in front of them. So another way for me to express that, let's see here. You have been doing the work and you reach a space where before you would react and now you're responding. Okay. So through this response, you're noticing where you may even have disregarded certain moves or certain opportunities, only because you didn't really see what the opportunity was, but because you were connected to a different frequency. So it's like you had sight, you had the proximity to where it is that you wanted to go, but there was still where you were currently at in that space. It would cause friction, it would cause static, which wouldn't allow you to fully grasp the vision that was actually in front of you that you've created. And you created this in moments where you were able to be still enough And in that stillness, you could feel where the universe actually works with you. Okay? So, so we're going to see the way that bird just landed. Something about the magic school bus. Something about the magic school bus and wild thornberries. But yeah. Let's see what the message is for the collective together. Welcome once again. Let's get started. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that for me, as me, for you and I collected to use our mind's eye to see. I connect my heart and soul to my heart and soul, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Let's get into the reading. At the bottom of the deck, y'all, you do have surrender negative thinking, which will help you to surrender denial. I'm also getting this message where you're becoming more clear about certain areas in life, even if you've had clarity about it before, but there's another level as you're stepping up in your authority of self due to your inner wisdom where you're able to see exactly, where things had to go the way they were supposed to go. So once again, welcome, my loves. I'm going to start with my deck. Let's see what messages we are receiving for you all at this time. Wow, I came out snapping. Forgive. Ooh, shit. Royal bloodline. This is what I'm saying. Something that had been dormant has been reawakened. Okay. We got royal bloodline and forgiveness. Now, what I'm picking up on this is there were certain tasks you had to do, first and foremost, to reconnect to the actual frequency of this royal bloodline. Some of you, honestly, you know that you're now connected because at one point you were seeing 144. Now you're seeing 144 again. It's like you were seeing it at one point, then it paused, and now you're telling you, the patience of patience. Anyway, so some of you have mastered an emotion, just emotions in general, knowing how to, use them. So that way you're not sitting here getting frustrated about what doesn't work out for you based on the ego's timing. Okay. Now, part of that mastering, this is actually what I'll post it later. But I was like, people get mad at you or feel some type of way about you mastering yourself and the ways you see fit in accordance to what your purpose is, that they don't even realize that they have also mastered something too, but a different degree than from what you've mastered. Because now you're observing this situation, and what you're observing is, yeah, they're also a master, but they're a master at hating. They're a master of hating themselves so much. And when someone masters themselves and starts to evolve, it's like that's when you hear, who do you think you are, or you're being self. That's when you start to hear that. Or here's the big one now. Humble yourself. Once you really have a moment to sit down with where that vibration of those words came from the physical presence, where it came from, you start to evaluate what's really going on. This is where you surrender denial. And it's also where, as you begin to rise based on your spiritual rank, okay? Now, when I say spiritual rank in the way it's coming in now, as I'm saying it to you, it's more so, what you're willing to do, where you're willing to go as far as your evolution. Because there's really 1122. There's really no end to it. It's infinite. Okay? So once you begin to forgive these energies around you for yourself, to drop the burden, so you don't have to sit here carrying the other people's shit anymore. Okay? Time to get the move on it. Once you have done that, now you're reconnecting with an ability, a way of doing, a way of creating that has to do with your royal bloodline, which is now putting your Emperor, Empress energy. So there's nothing you can do to stop that, because that's how powerful and potent this shift is going to be for you. And when I say there's nothing you can do to stop it, this is where cells within your body that have been dormant are reawakening. Let's see what else he got coming through here. We have Leo, Aquarius. You know your willpower now, and you're willing to move based on what you know. Royal Bloodline, what messages do you have for the collective? Royal Bloodline, what messages do you have for the collective? I'm going to add that to the title as well, because this is one of them. You could have been in a space of stillness within the last 48 hours. Just got a message about area codes. So there's a code within the area that you're in. You normally see synchronicities that's shifting, having to do with the springtime. Let's see here. We have surrender. Okay. Deliver out of your control to the moon. Be ready to shift. Let's pull an additional surrender card. What's the message of surrender for the collective Royal Bloodline? What's the message of surrender? To rest and sleep. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of more messages that are coming in. It's important for you to rest, and you can feel when there are opposing energies around you, because you're going to, because this is going to help you to prevent burnout later on down the line when you're going to be on a constant go. Okay. Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in than trying to handle everything. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. And I feel like in the past, or most recently, you weren't able to do so only because of you knowing yourself, and it intimidates other people. It's not that you're intimidated. Like that meme says, you're intimidated. I'm not intimidated. You're intimidated. Okay. And which is all the perception of their mind to even connect to that reaction within themselves to say you are intimidating, when in reality, you've been minding your business. You probably never even had a conversation with this person. Welcome, love. Okay. So forgive all, for they know not what they do or who they are. Looking with it. Then you have the red horse. Anything that was sent in your life to take your peace, it was all part of the plan to show you where all is possible and how the Most High makes it all definite, all possible, because you deserve this. This has to do with your work or career, okay? Something definitely going to be shifting for some of you here because you're now coming out of hiding. Source has been hiding you like the great that you are until you realign with self, with the cells of yourself, your higher self, in connection to the royal bloodline. Let's look at this forgiveness card. Look at that. Look at that shit here. You got karmic family, and then Proverbs 18:21, which is the moon and the world card. A lot has been hidden from you. It has been hidden from you until you decide to go on your spiritual journey, which is a different reality for yourself because of the changes you've made. Not so much that the world changed, but more so you changed, okay? That's your biggest op right now. Someone who comes to you and tells you why you changed, but from a space of them not getting what they want from you when they want it from you. Let's see what's under that. You have karmic family and cut the cord right now. And then Proverbs 18:21 speaks of death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they who indulge in it shall eat the fruit of it. And right up under that is what we started from, which is the whole confirmation as to where we're going with these messages. Ignorance is not bliss. Okay? Trying is an insult. Doing. Okay? Remove this self-imposed doubt in your power. Remove any self-imposed doubt in your power away from your power. Okay. Welcome, loves. So like I said, let's see what this forgiveness card is talking about. Why is my phone ringing? (406) Archangel Uriel popping through here. I don't even know who that is, but that call is coming in at the time we're about to look at. The forgiveness card is 406, and Archangel Uriel pops out. The crown chakra. That's a very powerful archangel. Just know that. Uriel plays no games at all. Okay? That's the sword of fire, cutting right through everything.